What's up, you guys? This is MPG EDC here with Conventional Methods, my husband. Today we're doing a little review on the Benchmade Claymore. So what is really great about this knife is that the pocket clip can go on the other side for the lefties. And what is really nice about this knife is that once you open it, you can lock it, or if you want to close it, you can lock it. So when you have it in your pocket and you accidentally hit the button and you have that lock on, it will not come out. So
yeah, as you wouldn't want anything going off in your pants.
So as you guys can see, this little button is actually pretty nice to have. It's pretty far out, so you have enough grip for pushing it. As you can see, it does not open. So
yeah, I would mention, having carried that knife, that I didn't think I would care about having the button sticking out versus a recessed button, but it's actually way nicer to have the button that sticks out compared to, because all my other OTS knives are recessed button with no safety, which I thought I would like that simplicity, but like all of them are, it's kind of annoying and to deal with the recessed button, but this doesn't have that, and it's actually very pleasant to use. So
I would think so too, even though I haven't carried it, because then you can safely have it in women's pockets, which are very tight and basically non-existent. So it would be great to have, because then if you hit the button, it's no accident in your pants to tear everything apart. It's okay, well, you hit it, whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
It's safe.
It's also smoother than average, I would say.
It is very smooth.
The button, most OTS knives have some little bit of sticky feel to them. Even ProTechs, please don't get mad about that, but ProTech knives still have a little bit of stickiness to them usually, I've seen.
The last ones, I didn't feel it, but I probably wasn't paying attention. It's usually
not detectable. I'm just saying, it's not that other knives are bad. I'm just saying that this is, like, particularly smooth. If you're used to other knives, you've never looked at a Benchmade OTS or similar to the Claymore, like, you would notice, like, hey, this button is just, like, abnormally smooth.
Yeah, it does have, like, that click at the beginning, and then it's very smooth after that. The great thing about this is that it does have CPM D2, so it's a little bit better than regular D2. But as with Benchmade, they do actually heat treat it correctly, unlike some of the other Chinese companies that just do it incorrectly and say D2. Excuse me, D2 is crapola.
Yeah.
So it's actually very nice to see that. I do wish that the back spacer was up a little bit more, so that if you did carry keys or anything with it, that it was up there so that we'd not damage the blade. That is the one pet peeve of mine for any knife.
Sure thing.
Any knife. So I think the Warlock beats it because it actually inhabits the whole knife. But anyways, it is very straight along this whole thing, so it's it's aligned correctly.
Oh, is it centered? Does it
yes.
have it might not be a real Benchmade if it's not. Usually they're off center somewhat, you know? Like,
actually, yeah, it's centered.
That's how I joke with people. You know, if your Benchmade's real, the blade's a little bit off center.
So just wanted to say that, but this is a very light knife. It is mostly for Army, Marine, whatever.
Oh yeah, it's very light.
It is so light.
If you were deployed or something, and you just wanted a pocket knife that you're gonna throw on your gear, and you don't want it to weigh a whole lot, and it's just simple, like, that definitely gets the job done.
Well, and
I do wish they had gone with crew wear on the blade steel, though, because I think that for me, I'm like much more interested in the Adamas, even though it's heavier, just because it's got better blade steel with the Brewware. But I mean, the CPM D2, Benchmade does have a reputation for doing a pretty good job on their D2, so I mean, probably just fine, you know.
So the real Tonto, just the regular straight blade, you have about 2 inches of really good blade to cut. Then you have your serrate, which is just 1.25 inches, just over 1.25 inches of it. For the whole blade out, the whole thing together, it is 8 3/4 long. So it's a big knife for not much, but it's very standard. So I could put my hand up pretty far up. I can choke on it, whereas with the Warlock you can't because it is double. It's a dagger grind. But if you are cutting rope, you do have that serrated little part. It is not too bad. It is pretty long in my hand, but in bigger hands, it's more than likely fine. That's about it, guys. That's all I have about it. Is that everything you have?
Yeah, it's a good knife. I mean, like, you don't have to feel like it's bad or anything. Like, it definitely, I think it has a real utility purpose. So, yeah, that's all I got.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out.